Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 49.
49 of
Mousesteps Weekly. Yes.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Great place for all your collectible needs.
And we need to head over there this week.
Right.
And Maple Leaf Tickets.
Yes, our official ticket agency. Best deals on tickets in town.
And the first thing we're going to talk about today is limited time magic.
Yes, Disney Fairies Week at the Magic Kingdom.
So I wasn't sure really what the difference would be between this and a normal fairy week.
Hold on, I must set the stage. We are being shrunk down to fairy size. That's what all this sparkly stuff...
Is that what it is?
Yes, as we go there, now we're at the size of the fairies. And
actually didn't know that.
You can continue with your story there.
I don't always get the connotation
I knew you
of
didn't,
things.
and
no.
I waited for the show to tell you.
I felt like I was the same size.
Well, no, you're now clearly not, because you're talking to these little fairies. Did you not notice around there's like a spool and giant oversized things, so you would know that you're
I just think they're large.
No. You've been shrunk down.
But anyway, this is for limited time magic. I don't know what characters are usually in here with Tinkerbell.
Not her.
Not
That's Fawn.
Fawn.
Fawn is probably the rarest one that we saw on this particular day. But I think it's usually Tinkerbell, the red one, Rosetta, and
the red one.
and Vidia.
So, but today or yesterday we saw Terence and we saw Fawn, but not Silvermist and Iridessa. We went through 3 times.
Right, and I think Silvermist is probably the rarest of the fairies. I mean, I had to do research, of course. I am no expert myself, but I'm just happy we had a couple rare ones.
Well, you said that they told you that they were impressed that you knew who they were.
Well, of course, I'd walk up to them.
I told him who they were.
I'd go, "Hey, Terence. Hey, Vidia," and they're like, "Oh, you know who we are. I'm so impressed." And of course, you had just told me like a second ago who they were.
Well, you knew.
But
who Terence was.
sounded. Yeah, I remembered Terence.
And it's like Rosetta. She's like the easiest one because she's red. So like a rose. Rosetta.
Right, you taught me that. That's very good. That's like Chip and Dale with their noses.
It's not. That's the color of her outfit.
Well, what about Tinkerbell? That doesn't have
that doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Neither does Fawn or Iridessa.
No, but I said Rosetta's
so
the easy
one. So in
one.
that one case only. Anyway, so there they are. We had a great time. Watch the video. I mean, it's always fun to meet them and interact with them and try to give them interesting things to say. So.
Well, I had said that and you ended up telling them. To me, it felt like the dating game because you're outside and you can't really look around to see who's inside.
But these fairies are young. They don't know from the dating game. That's like from the 70s and the 80s. We're showing our age. They're confused by that. They're like, dating game? What's the dating game?
They're not supposed to know what the dating game is because they're fairies.
That's true. And by the way, this is the cool little card with all the autographs. They weren't signing, but they gave you this leaf with all their autographs on it. So I thought it was fun. It was a nice limited time magic for the week.
We're now heading to Epcot, and one of the things I love most about the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival is that things change all the time. So you never know what's going to change from week to week, except this Monsters University topiary display seems to change from week to week just in itself.
You're right about that, because I remember at first was just Mike Wazowski.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it was Mike and Sully, but there was no flowers around them.
And also Sully was actually green.
Right. He didn't have that nice blue color that he has now.
And now you have gargoyles.
Gargoyles! Look at those gargoyles! Look at how cool they look.
And we kind of were like, oh, what's different about the display? And we found the gargoyles.
Right, right. And they're very, very detailed, very nice. I can't imagine it without the gargoyles now. So I'm glad they keep adding to it, but it makes me have to keep doing videos. Like I put out a video of just Mike, and then Mike and Sully.
And we knew Sully was coming, though, so then you got the Mike and Sully.
Right. And there is another shot. Now, you said you were talking to a cast member that said they were concerned about him at the beginning because of the cold weather.
That's what I was told. A manager there said that Sully was of special concern. I'm not exactly sure what it is that he's made out of, or if it's a size.
Monster skin.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Does not do well in the cold.
Whatever he is made of, supposedly they were concerned about it.
But everything looks great now. I've not seen it look better. And of course, we were just saying, well, it's finally finished. Oh, there is our favorite thing.
No, I never say finally finished anymore.
Trees with eyes. Our favorite things. We cannot overlook
Not
the trees with
topiaries.
eyes. Those are trees with eyes. But getting back to what we were saying, I think it's finally done. Of course, you say, well, it's never finally done. And wouldn't you know, they added some signs now. Yesterday that say, Monsters University coming whenever the opening of the movie is. So
every time we go there, it's a little different, which is actually really fun because it's like ever changing. That's until the Flower and Garden Festival is done.
Well, speaking of really fun, what a great surprise. We were at Epcot yesterday, and limited time, one time only, the Mad Hatter.
Well, you never know if it's one time only, but we have not seen the Mad Hatter. I guess in Disneyland he's there all the time for meet and greets. Here, that's not the case.
But oh boy, were they good. It was so much fun. I had such a great time doing our little...
Well, here you're telling him about the unbirthday, and now he's like,
well,
whose unbirthday is it?
I thought it would be a great way to break the ice by telling him it was my unbirthday. And then I said it was also your unbirthday. Well, it turns out it was both of their unbirthdays, too.
It's almost everybody's unbirthday.
That's what he was yelling. So you need to watch it. It's just so much fun. It was a good time. And his handler said it was that one particular meet and greet only would be the only time he's out there. So
we were very lucky.
We were very lucky.
Meet him. Oh, there he is.
What is he doing? He's leaving a spot in my lens there. Big nose. But it was just great. And what a great Alice. I mean, she had Alice. Of course, she is Alice. So of course.
There's only one Alice.
I almost confused myself with that one.
There seem to be a lot more surprise meet and greets with unusual characters these days.
Yeah, especially during the week, and it's great. I love the surprises, and as you'll see later, we had another surprise. And again, I love this. This is something you don't normally see.
And I didn't see it. I only saw it on video because I went the other direction.
Well, why did you go the other direction?
Because I didn't think about it. I didn't think that they were heading that way.
Well, this is the best part where he gets in the way of Mary Poppins' picture, so he decided he's going to duck down under the picture taking. Brilliant pantomime.
Until now, I didn't know why he was bending down.
Yes, and I love that this just random guest starts spinning down the. It's just so much fun. Again, I had a blast. Of course, I felt kind of like a stalker running after them with trying to hold the camera steady, and it was not easy to do after in the heat being out of breath there. But it was worth it, absolutely.
And I was standing by the Yorkshire Fish and Chip shop
in
waiting
the shade.
For you.
Yeah, the smart one in our little group there, and there he goes running off stage to get the White Rabbit. He said, so
it's a fun video.
A lot of fun, and it was a good time. But as you said, here's another character you don't normally see just walking around Epcot. It's Merida.
And this is actually the first area in the International Gateway where we met Merida the first time.
I remember that day. It was very exciting because we had been tipped off that she was going to be making her debut in Epcot, but we thought it was going to be by the Imagination Pavilion. But when she never showed up,
I ran ahead.
Right, we decided to split up.
And I was like, I called you, and there she was.
And I ran over to the gateway, and there she was, and it was really cool. We had a nice interview with her, and it was a
great day.
It was a great day, and it looks like she has a different outfit. That's what I was asking her. Is her outfit different
And it might be
now?
The same, but I thought it looked a little different.
Well, she said she wears various outfits, so it could be different.
I'm not good with outfits, so
I'm no expert either.
While I was away in D.C. last week, you got to go someplace that I have always wanted to go, and that's the Boardwalk Garden Cottage Suites. A friend put you on the room so that you were able to enjoy the suite a little bit.
The amenities, and I got to do some editing there when Captain Hook came alive as a living topiary. So I can't think of a better place to do my work than there. So let's go for a little walk. Since you weren't here, we will have a tour of the room and you can check it out. Let me know what you think. So here we go. We're going inside, and this is the main living area.
The living room, it's actually about 1,000 square feet and 2 floors.
Right. There's an upstairs area, and this is the downstairs area. I believe they have a pull-out couch down here. Never did check that out. This is the welcome gift. Normally at a Disney concierge level hotel, you get a welcome gift, and this was chocolates.
And all of them seem to have chocolate. We did get the Wilderness Lodge chocolate that time,
which we still have a tiny bit of.
We have the totem pole because Jeff likes to keep it. Yes,
I couldn't bear to eat it. Oh, that was a funny joke. I couldn't bear to eat it. So this is the desk that I use to do the editing I mentioned earlier, and very detailed, like a Disney resort should be.
And each of the standard rooms, I believe, have these details like the mini mouse lamp and the back of the chair.
That is correct. We have stayed or checked out the standard room before, and you're right about that.
And I love all the little details. And here is your wet bar.
Yes, yes. Mainly we use this refrigerator just to keep nice
Drinks
beverages
cold.
That is very correct. Yes.
It's a great place to have a few friends over and have a drink.
Yeah, it was a real nice. We did have a get together there one night, so it was perfect for that.
And this place sleeps 4, 2 on the pull-out couch and 2 upstairs. But the way the layout is, it really is better for 2 people and especially for honeymooners.
Right, and then clearly this is meant to be a honeymoon suite because of the big heart, as we saw earlier, the heart-shaped topiary in front and the giant king-size bed upstairs. So it was kind of funny that we ended up in a honeymoon suite.
Well, we've been asked how much this would go for, and this actually starts at the cottage suite starts at $700 in the 700s, which I think is very reasonable for location and what you get.
Now we're upstairs with the typical Mickey Mouse towel welcoming.
And this is a king-size bed, and you also get, because you're in a concierge level room, the bathrobe.
Yeah, we'll be seeing the bathrobe in a minute. There was actually 2. I hung one up for the for the video. But as you can see, it's very, very nice. I mean, a classy-looking room, certainly.
And you can see down, which we're going to be seeing in just a second.
Right, this is the view from the balcony from upstairs where the bedroom is.
And this reminds me of the Fairway Villas when they were at the Disney Institute.
Right, and I've stayed at those also, and you're right, it's very similar. And there's the window. You have to be careful. Make sure you put the shades down if you're going to go into the bathroom. You can
or
be
keep
seen,
the lights off.
Yeah, you can be seen from outside. And here is a shot of the nice jacuzzi from upstairs.
It's it looks like a very, very nice cottage. I'm sorry that I missed it.
I'm really sorry that you missed it too. It would have been so cool for you to be able to check it out. But, who knows? Maybe we'll have to get our own cottage.
And there's the H2O products. They actually changed last year. They used to have, I'm not sure in these ones, maybe the blue, I forget if it was aquamarine.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
Ones,
Yeah,
the blue ones. And now these are grapefruit.
Right. But they're still nice. They're very nice.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we're looking through the window that's at the jacuzzi, looking down at the room. So again, it's certainly like the old Fairway Villas where you can look down and make sure everything is on the up and up downstairs.
And it's great. I mean, if you have a couple of kids who can just sleep on the couch downstairs, it's a very nice layout.
So that was the Boardwalk. I'm glad you were able to check it out in video form anyway, and hopefully we'll get to stay there ourselves soon enough.
And right now we're going to start heading into Kings Bowl Orlando, which is on iDrive.
Yeah, they had a media preview night, and here is their mascot, Woody, the bowling pin.
He likes to dance.
He loves to dance, and they're hanging up the sign right then and there.
It was not yet open, and now it is. They opened on April 15th, tax day. It must have been a great time to celebrate, getting your taxes done.
Kings Bowl was great. They have fully regulation lanes and approaches, which does make a difference.
Well, at least to our friend Robert, who brings his own bowling balls with him, he loved that part so much.
Yeah, well, we'll see the technique of Mr. Robert Bearden soon. As a matter of fact, I said, I need you to roll a strike for me for my video. And here we go. Let's check it out. And what do you know? He rolled a strike for me.
And he received a wooden bowling pin because he got so close to a perfect game.
Yeah, he was one frame away from a 300 game. So they had not seen anything like that. I guess they told him they've only had one 300 in the history of all the different Kings Bowls. So they gave him that nice wooden pin. So kudos to Robert. Great job.
And we had such a great time here. I mean, there's billiards, which we didn't end up playing just because we were bowling or taking photos and video or eating.
Yeah, we had the rough job of trying out the food and cocktails that night.
And there's so many different kinds of specialty cocktails. I'm not sure which one I like the best. I pretty much liked them all.
Yes, and this is one of the private rooms they had there. And this room is connected to the bocce court, which we're looking at.
And it's fully enclosed, like soundproof.
Yes, it's a soundproof private room, so it's a great place to have a party.
Right, or an event. And these are some of the cocktails, and we're getting into some of the different food items too. What was your favorite food item?
I really like the seafood item that you brought me.
It's like a fish stew.
Yeah, fish stew was amazing.
And that's cooked in a clay pot. And all of the items are made fresh.
So what about you? What was your favorite?
The King's famous steak tips was probably my favorite item.
Oh,
the beef
they were so
sliders were also excellent. However, the ice cream, which is working cow ice cream, along with there was a little bit of chocolate sauce on it, right?
Oh, yeah, the ice cream was
really
amazing.
good.
I mean, typically when you think of a bowling alley, you're not thinking of fine quality food. This is high quality fine food. So yeah,
I can't wait
to go
some more
back.
ice cream. Like,
yeah, we will
have
definitely
just
be
a
going
sample.
back. And again, this guy, their mascot was hilarious. We loved Woody the bowling pin. He cracked us up all night.
And this is part of iDrive Live, which will have Madame Tussauds Sea Life Aquarium and the Orlando Eye. So it will be a great place to go to for a full day soon.
Also, last week we went to SeaWorld for Viva la Musica.
Is that how you say it? I wasn't sure how you say it. Viva
well,
la
that's
musica.
how I say it.
Musica.
That is how I say it. It is my transit. And we saw that guy, Daddy Yankee.
That guy.
Well, I had never heard of him before, but he put on a very, very energetic show, let's say.
There were so many people there to see him. I have never seen it not at Band's Brew and Barbecue or anywhere.
It was the most crowded concert I've ever seen at a theme park, period.
Very popular. Well, Rick Springfield at Epcot would be up
This
there.
This was more crowded.
Even you think more?
I know. And everybody was in a good mood, though. People were dancing, having fun. It was just a great event. We had a really good time.
And these are dominoes. I'm told that in their very popular game, they weren't being used as much yet because it wasn't as busy. Everybody was like going to see Daddy Yankee, I think.
Whatever happened to Rosetta?
Shit, this was fun. Like, you had such a good time, you know.
I loved it. Of course, I always have fun with the characters, and this is a Sesame Street character named Rosetta.
And she danced really well, too.
Very well, and so did you. We will see your dancing technique. And there, look,
I don't dance.
Awesome.
Okay, I have no rhythm.
You have wonderful rhythm with the dolphin there.
You can see I'm like, I can't dance. I used to be able to like 30 years ago, but
let's not forget about the most important part of the whole day. The food. Yes, the food. I actually liked the food at this event even better than the Band's Brew and Barbecue food.
I did too. The steak that I had, I can't pronounce the whole, very well.
Yeah,
but
sadly, we don't really know what it is all called. We pointed. I said, I want that one.
I wanted the steak. It was good. And they piled the steak on pretty thick, and all the food was excellent that we had.
Now, it would not be a SeaWorld event without animals. And here are two more of our friends here. This is an opossum.
An opossum. And we met him before.
Yes,
or
we
her.
love it's a her. I believe it is a her.
I think so. And I forget what this is.
It's not an eagle. It's a similar bird.
We have a card.
Yeah, we do have a card, but it's not an eagle. And here comes Shamu himself in his Spanish outfit.
And you can see Dottie the dolphin and Shamu are in themed outfits, and I like that.
And this was a very excited crowd, I should say. They're getting ready to see Daddy Yankee.
And I don't know if I've heard his music. We have friends who are college age who are very familiar with it, but I'm a little older, I guess, and
Right. But it was very energetic, and it was a great time, and we did have a lot of fun at the event.
And everybody was for the time we were there. Everybody was on their feet. I mean, really enjoying the music.
And if this looks like fun, there'll be 3 more Saturdays of Viva la Musica.
So that should be a good time. I'm sure we'll get there at least once. Some friends of ours want to go.
That's right.
Yesterday, we came home from Epcot to the news of the Boston Marathon tragedy. And we just want to send our thoughts and prayers to all those who have been affected by it.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends that are running enthusiasts from all over the country, and it's just horrible. I can't even imagine what the people are going through. So we send our very best to everybody affected.
And we need to say thank you again to our sponsors, Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Yeah, we really have to get back there and see what's been going on since we've been last.
And Maple Leaf Tickets in Kissimmee, Florida.
Our official ticket agency.
Have a great week, everyone.
See you all next week.